Coach Kizzy. Um, so what we're gonna be talking about, it says life is full of storms. Life is full of storms. And one thing, and I've been talking about the storm. I really have. I've been talking about the storm. Like, don't worry about this. Don't worry about the storm that you in. Don't worry about it, because uh, basically, what because if you worry about the storm, you worry about the problem. So you already know that it's lessons in between that you're supposed to learn from a storm. So just learn those lessons. Learn those lessons that need to be learned in the storm. Okay. So life is full of storms, unexpected challenges, setbacks, and moments of overwhelming uncertainties. When you find yourself in the midst of in those storms, listen to me. It is not for you to focus on the problem at hand. However, dwelling exclusively on the problem can intensify on the problem. It will gain stress, clouds your judgment, and prevent you from finding the best way forward. Instead of shifting your focus away from the problem and towards solutions. So you need to worry about the solutions instead of worrying about the problem in the storm. Okay, what is the solutions? You got to know what is this. Okay, so we're gonna do so towards the solutions, growth, uh, hope hope can help you navigate through even the roughest challenges. You understand what I'm saying? The roughest challenges that you come across. But you always got to remember that 1 Peter 5:7 says, cast your anxiety on him because he cares for you. Okay? So I know a lot of people in the storm, they start getting depressed, and they anxiety start being everywhere. You understand what I'm saying? So you just got to remember, and also you got to know that what did he say in Psalms 55:22? It said, "Cast your cares on to the Lord, and He will sustain you. He will sustain you. He will never let the righteous be shaken." Okay, so focus on things that will line you with your higher self. Don't worry about what the problem is, because we all face problems in our life. We all face problems, so don't worry about it. So the tap of focusing on the problem. So when a crisis hit, our mind naturally focus on the issue. We replay what went wrong. We become assumed we become assumed by worry and blame. But you got to know that it's important. It's important to understand the nature of the problem. Over focusing can lead to a downfall. A downfall because you're worrying about the problem. Okay, we may feel stuck, overwhelmed, and powerless, making it harder to see, opportunities or take constructive actions. So you got to know, I'm going to tell you one more time. But in Matthew 11:28, it says, "Come to me, all you who are worried and burdened, and I will give you rest." He will give you rest. I didn't sleep that good last night because I didn't feel my fan and stuff like that, but it's okay. The power of shifting perspective. So resilience starts with perspective. Instead of fixating on what is wrong, try to direct your attention on what you can control. What you can control. Like a lot of people. That's just like how if somebody doing something to you, that don't mean you got to do evil for evil. You understand what I'm saying? Don't do evil for evil. Focus on Focus on what you can control, because some things that other people do, you can't control them. You can't control other people, but you can control yourself. And I'm supposed to be putting the scriptures up on what's called it, but we're gonna do Peter right there, cast out. We're doing right there. Oh, it's over here. So I just leave that scripture up for a little bit, and then I want to change it. So for put your direct your attention to what you can control, and I want you to ask yourself, what steps can I take right now? What steps can you take right now? What do I say all the time? That you're living in the now. You're living in the now. Tomorrow is not promised to nobody, and yesterday was the past. If yesterday was the past, you don't worry about yesterday. You don't worry about tomorrow, because tomorrow will take care of itself. Tomorrow has its own problems. Understand that, okay, you guys? So the answer should be, well, I need to what? Pray. I need to pray. What can I learn from this experience? By focusing on solutions, you engage your mind in an active problem solving, and with God help, with the help of the Most High God, you can come out of that situation that you're in. So furthermore, storms often carry hidden lessons. What I tell you all the time, they carry hidden lessons. It's the lessons that you have to learn from the storm. You understand what I'm saying? But some people, I don't know, like just some people storms that they just can't get out of. And I'm just gonna tell you like that. They just can't get out of, because I mean, like, what's the dude name? And I don't know how true it is. And I was just telling you just how things is going on in the world. It says that allegedly, I'm just gonna say allegedly because I don't know if it's true, that King Harris, if you know King Harris got 5 years, 5 years in prison time, 5-year prison time. And if you don't know King Harris is T.I.'s son, the rapper T.I. So it's things that's going on in this world today. You know what I'm saying? You got allegedly, I'm gonna say allegedly again, and everything that I say out of my mouth, and I'm talking about somebody's celebrity or something like that, is gonna be allegedly. You got Tamla Mann's son. His mugshot is all on the screens. You understand what I'm saying? His mugshot is on the screen, for theft. Just and I tell you, and I'm gonna tell you this right here. Just because your parents, or I don't know what he stole, or what, I don't know if it's property or whatever he did. I don't know. I don't know. But it just says $150,000 or something like that. But at the end of the day, whatever he has done, and I want you to understand this. Just because your parents has money, and a lot of people do this. Just because your parents have money, you think that you can just go off and do something and they're gonna get you off. That's just like how allegedly, I'm just gonna keep on saying it, allegedly, like how TD Jakes son was in the park, playing with himself. You understand what I'm saying? In the park, playing with himself, interacting. Want to interact with other men. You know what I'm saying? You understand what I'm saying? Like, I guess it's just that famous people or the kids think that, oh, I'm just such a snob and I can just do things and my dad gonna get me out. But it don't work that way. It don't work that way. If people start paying attention to what actions you take in life, then this is probably gonna catch up with you in the long run. Let me tell you, it might catch up. It might not come to the front street right then and there, but it will. Time will reveal itself, and that's why he got a mug shot. You understand what I'm saying? So come on now, let's get it together for real. So every challenge is an opportunity for growth. So when I say an opportunity for growth, what does that mean? Let Coach Kizzy elaborate on that situation. So what that means is he's in a storm, right? His property from whatever it says. I pull it up. I should have pulled it up before I even got on. Property from stealth from property or whatever it is, $150,000 to whatever it is. Okay, so that's his storm. That's his trials and tribulations that hit his life, right? Because he's in the system or whatever it is. You understand what I'm saying? So this is an experience of him. So that lesson, that storm that he's in, he had to learn from that. He knows that in the future, I'm not going to do the same thing twice. That's what a storm is for. A storm is for you to move forward with understanding of why did I make this mistake? Why did I make this mistake? Can I change my perspective on the things that I know that I have done in the past? Can I change this? How can I change this? How can I go about changing this? Your mindset. You have to focus on the solutions that you can gain better clarity of what I need to learn in the midst of the storm. Yes, baby. Yes, yes. Even if it's hard to see at the moment, by shifting your focus from the problem to personal development, you can emerge from adversity stronger and wiser. And that's when it says stronger and wiser, that means what? What does that mean? Let me elaborate on that. Okay. So what does that mean? That means basically, like when allegedly when T.I.'s son get back out, whatever he has done, he know darn well he's not going to do it again. He know darn well he's not going to do it again. Because just think about when people get a second chance, that's just like how people go to jail and they be the I'm a third whatever they say. What's the word? I don't know. I'm getting in trouble like that. What is that? Man, I've been down 3 times or whatever it is. You know what I'm saying? You should have learned from the first mistake. You should have learned from the first mistake. If you know you don't like to be locked up or you don't like to be this, then you should have learned from that first mistake. That was your storm, baby. People don't get it. And then you get back out. Just say, for instance, if you got a drug dealer, he's selling drugs. He in a pen for 10 years. He get back out trying to find a job. And so he, in his mind, he got the devil riding his back because the devil wants you back in there. The devil wants you back in there. So the devil is riding your back. So if the devil is riding your back, then that means he going to go back off and go sell them drugs. I don't know what, a piece of hair or something. I don't know. He going to go back and do it again. And thinking that he's not going to get caught. Because I got a new plan, man, this time. This how they talk. This how street people talk. You understand? Street people talk like that. Well, I got a different plan, man. I'm going to do it like this, and I'm going to go like this, and I might have some workers. I might do this, and, it's going to be different, and my face ain't going to be seen. But at the end of the day, what goes on in the dark will come to the light. Because at the end of the day, just say, for instance, you got a trap house. If you got a trap house, when they run up in that trap house, you're going to have one individual in there going to tell who the big dog is. Who the big dog is, and you're back in there. So you have to learn from the mistakes that you made. You have to learn. So you grow stronger and wiser. So you got to practice. So after you grow stronger and wiser, and you start to understand that, listen, I know what this storm was about. You got to say that to yourself. I know exactly what this storm was about. So if I know what this storm is about, I have to learn from this. I have to grow from this. And so every day that you wake up, you got to practice gratitude. Even in difficult times, there are things to be thankful for. So just noticing, all you have to do is just noticing small positive things can help you shift your mindset away from negative. It can shift your mind. But if you don't want your mind shift, who gonna shift it for you? Your parents? Your parents? No, it comes from within. It comes from you. You have to realize that I know I have to do something. I have to do something better. You have to know that. So I want you to set small goals, break down the challenges into manageable steps. Celebrate your progress. However, oh yeah, however, whatever minor. Just think about if you got a big goal, and I want your goal to be your mindset. Because at the end of the day, that's what a lot of people need to do on this earthly land right now is change their mindset. Change their mindset. Set that goal. Set that goal. So once you start changing your mindset, you know that, oh, you know what? I'm not supposed to go do this again. I'm not supposed to go do this again. I'm not okay, just like a lot of people. I'm not supposed to go sleep around. I'm not supposed to go mess with Tom and Harry. You understand what I'm saying? So you learn from the mistakes that you have made already. So when you make a bed, you lay in it. Seek support. You do not have to weather the storm alone. You got to know that you don't have to weather the storm alone. But at the mix of it all, I want you to understand that when you don't have to weather the storm alone, I want you to reach out to the Most High God, because that's the only one that's gonna bring you out the storm. Reach out to him. Do you see anybody on this earthly land, like the storm that I'm in? Do you see all these people that you have working? I'm just going to say it like this, and it's the God said the truth. All these people that you have working, and they haven't helped you get out this storm. They haven't helped you get out this storm, but you relying on humankind, and humankind not doing nothing for you. Humankind is not doing nothing for you. They making it worse. Do you understand that? Humankind is the most judgmental, most stupidest people I ever seen in my life. So when you in this storm, you in the storm with me, but they can't help you. Humankind cannot help you get out of a damn storm. They can't. They just there. They just there to do dumb shit. That's it. But they cannot help you get out of a storm. You have to focus on the storm. The people that you got working for you, they can't do shit. They just there. You, the people that's in the storm with me, you have to focus on yourself. You have to focus on yourself, because these humankind motherfuckers, they not doing nothing for you. You have to focus on yourself. This is what a storm is about. So if you one of the ladies on here, if you know you was effing Tom and Harry laying on your back every night, you know damn well you got to learn from that storm. I don't want to lay on my back. Or if you a prostitute, I need to change my life. This is what the storm is for, you stupid idiots. This is what the storm is for. Because humankind, all this lawnmower shit, all that shit, that ain't doing shit. That's not doing shit at all. The lawnmower trying to distract somebody. He about a dumb motherfucker that's doing that. Because that's not getting you nowhere. The people that's actually in the storm with me have to actually align themselves with their higher self. Not these dumb motherfuckers that you have around me. They fucking dumb. Do y'all understand what a storm is? This is what a storm is. For they won't make that same mistake, even if you commit adultery. You have to know that either you're going to be with your husband, y'all going to work it out, or you're not going to work it out. And you learn from that. You know, if you get married again, you don't need to commit adultery, because the consequences is worse. That's why I tell y'all all the time, y'all some dumb motherfuckers. You got to start listening to people. The police, the FBI, those motherfuckers can't do nothing for you either. Your ass, the people that's in the storm, your ass have to be the one to actually understand what it is about a fucking storm. You think it's evil shit. It's not evil. It's for your dumb ass to wake up and understand that it's something that I need to do in this storm. You dumb motherfucker. You about dumb as shit. That's what a storm is about. For you won't make the same motherfucking dumbass mistake that you made before. Y'all about some stupid motherfuckers, man. Teach everybody something. Do you understand what I'm saying? I got to teach everybody something. And these old grown people that's older than me, in the storm, they should be ashamed of themselves. They know what a storm is about. It's not about no damn tarot cards. It's not about tarot cards. It's not about voodoo. It's not none of that. It's for whoever the pastor, whoever he is, if he was sowing his royal oats, he need to wake up and smell the coffee beans and understand this why he got in a storm now, because he want to sow his royal oats. He either want to get somebody pregnant, he want to do this. You got to understand what a storm is about. That's why I told people, don't come over here playing with me, because I know what a storm is. I know what a storm is. I wasn't just born yesterday. I was born 4/17/1982. That makes me 43 years old. I'm an old turkey. I'm an old turkey. I done had plenty of experiences in my life. So you're not gonna come over here and play with me in my face, because I don't allow that. I don't allow that. But these people in the storm gotta understand that what it is that I need to do in a storm to get out the storm. You're not gonna never get out the storm by having all these evil motherfuckers just listen to me. You're not gonna never get out of a storm. You're not gonna never be out of a storm. You're gonna be stuck in a damn storm. You're gonna be stuck in it. Cause these evil motherfuckers not doing nothing but making fucking noise. That's all they doing is making noise. And they about some damn idiots by just making noise. What the hell they supposed to do? I'm still gonna be able to talk loud and whatever over that shit. That's about the dumbest shit I ever seen in my life. That's about the dumbest shit I ever seen in my life. They don't understand this is what a storm is. You learn from it. You learn from it. It's lessons in between the storm. Okay? Listen to me. Understand that. But these people in Dallas, they wicked. They just gonna do the same thing every day. Every day. These people in Dallas, they're gonna do the same thing every day. If I move my room back in the front, they're gonna go to the front. If I move my room back here, they're gonna come back here. And they ain't solving nothing. Y'all understand? Y'all understand? Y'all not solving any fucking thing. It doesn't matter if it's the FBI, if it's the police, if the CIA, if it's the damn president. Y'all motherfucking ass is not solving shit. Because you're not taking the lessons in that you're supposed to learn from it. You're not taking the lessons in. Oh Lord. But you guys, I'm out. I'm out. Maybe one day they'll find out this is what they're supposed to be doing. And like I said, all of them in Dallas, Texas, everybody gonna learn from me. Yeah, they thought I was slow and called me out. Yeah, you gonna learn from me. You gonna learn from me. Cause like I told you before, all y'all this out there wherever this whole city, I'm not scared of now one of y'all. Y'all don't pump fear in my heart. Only the Most High God, I fear Him. I don't fear none of this stuff that's going on because you don't fear me. I don't care what it is, what it look like. I don't care if it's a whole lot of Mexicans. I don't care if it's a whole lot of black people. I don't care if it's gangbangers. I don't care about none of that. But you don't scare me. You don't scare me. What I want you to do is actually learn from what I'm trying to tell you. Because you're never going to get nowhere in life by hanging around. You'll get somewhere in life by hanging around me by taking heed to what I'm telling you. Because warning come before destruction. You understand what I'm saying? You got to know warning come before destruction. And everybody in the storm with me had a warning sign. Either they had a guilty feeling that I shouldn't commit adultery. I shouldn't be having a baby with this wrong person. I shouldn't be having sex with this person. Everybody had that feeling. Everybody in the storm with me had a feeling. Or I shouldn't be selling my body to this person. Or I shouldn't be messing around with the pastor because he's married. Or whatever it is. You got to know. God gave you a warning sign. He gave you a warning sign because everybody get a warning. Everybody get a warning, but you went on to your own. When I say don't lean on to your own understanding. You went on your own understanding, but that warning sign was right there, right then and there. That told you that don't do this. It was there, but you ignored it. I don't care if y'all was having an orgy. I don't care if y'all was having orgy, playing with each other. But that warning sign came among somebody in the midst of that orgy. You understand what I'm saying? It came in the mix like I shouldn't be doing this. I know it's not right, but I still want to feel good. You understand what I'm saying? Y'all got to start. You got to start using your mind. Because if you don't use your mind, a brain is a terrible thing to waste. A brain is a terrible thing to waste. And I've seen a lot of people just waste their brain, especially on the drug that I used to do. On the drug that I used to do, I seen a lot of people just sit there and lose their mind. I just be sitting there looking at them like, are you really saying something to me? Or are you really like that? Are you really like that? And that's why I say God saved me from a lot of things in my life. And a lot of people don't understand that. A lot of people don't understand that. So that's why I say I put my full armor of God on every day. I don't let nobody try to bring me down. I'm not supposed to let nobody tell me what I have done. I'm not supposed to let nobody tell me none of that situation. You understand what I'm saying? I stand 10 toes down for what I believe in. So you can tell me that I was screwing Tom, Dick, and Harry. You can tell the whole city that I screwed Tom, Dick, and Harry. But do that. They might believe you. They might believe you. They might believe you. I had my sex partners. I know who I was doing it with. You understand what I'm saying? I know who I was doing it with. You know, that's what you got to know. Even though if you do have multiple I had multiple partners. You understand what I'm saying? But I know who it was. Yeah. Yeah, I know who it was. If I was sowing my Roy Oats, then I go to the same person. If that person not available, I go to my other friend. If that person wasn't available, I go to my other friend. I had like 5 dudes. I had 5 dudes that I was actually having sex with when I was having sex. This is something that I, like with people, they think you have to get a new person all the time. That I had sat at my table, and yeah, I was a whore. I was a whore. I'm not gonna sit here 5 or 6 people that I would go have sex with when it was time for me to go have sex. I know. So if I go have sex with, them, if I catch something, I either tell them, look, go like I told her, because somebody gave me chlamydia. That's what it's called. Chlamydia. I didn't even know I had that. But I had to make sure that, hey, go, you got chlamydia. Or I told them I got chlamydia. And the people that I was with, like for real though, I'm just gonna be honest with you. The people that I know that I was having sex, like the 6 people, I tell them, I have this, I have chlamydia. Okay, well, it's their choice. Let me tell you something. It's their choice. And he'd be like, well, I'm still fit to come and get some. Okay, you know what I got. So, that's why I say people make choices in life. People make choices, either the wrong choices or the good, bad choices. When you start focusing on the solutions, start focusing on the solutions in life, the things that you can control. What can you control? Is your mind by getting it in order. You can control your mind by getting it in order. To each and every one of you in the storm, I don't even know how many people in the storm me. I don't even care. I don't know how many women, how many men. I don't care. I don't care. But they actually need to wake up and smell the coffee beans. Wake up and smell the coffee beans. And the choices that you made went down the wrong path. The choice that you made went down the wrong path. Just say it like that. Just be real with yourself. Be real with yourself. The choice that you made went down the wrong path. And that's why I say I live in my truth. That's just like if any one of these men that was on in his storm with me, if we was together and I accidentally gave you HIV, it's not intentionally. So we both had sex. It takes 2 to have sex, right? So that's why I say you can't nobody. I live in my truth. I live in my truth. Don't come to me with that bullshit. Don't come to me with that bullshit. Don't play in my face, because one thing and 2 damn things for certain, I can tell you. But these women, they need to get back, because we ain't got no baby together. We ain't married. I don't want to marry you. I want to marry your pawpaw. I want to marry your pawpaw, girl. Leave me alone. I don't have no dealings with you. I don't know who you are either. I just know you fish. Let fish stay over there. But fish, I tell you, let me marry your pawpaw. Dog, tell him to walk me down to the altar. Okay? But you, no. I would never, never tell your pawpaw, I'm ready. I like old me. But okay, y'all, I'm gone. But for real, I like old man. You want to agree with somebody? Give me somebody old, okay? Old school, Chevy with the diamond in the back.